Cody sisters.
It's cold on the shoulder, and I get a little bit older every day. Kick it around, take the time, try to find what you feel inside. Better strong love, us. Well, it's cold on the shoulder, and I get a little bit older every day. Tip and tell it to your Uncle Joe. Well, it's cold on the shoulder, you know, get a little bit older every day. Take it on to make it twice. Well, it's cold on the shoulder, you know, you get a little bit older every day. Kick it around, take your time, try to find what you feel inside. You better strong love belongs to us. Kick it around, take your time, try to find what you feel inside. You better strong love belongs to us. Well, it's cold on the shoulder, you know, you get a little bit older every day. It's cold on the shoulder, you know, you get a little bit older. Oh, it's cold on the shoulder, you know, you get a little bit older every day. We're the Cody sisters. We're so excited to be here playing for you. This is our first time to this part of Washington, and it is beautiful. We're so happy to be here. Today, that little game you played. Well, I've been sleeping all my life away. You've been stepping, so they say. Between midnight and day, I'm gonna sleep 1 hour from now on. From now on, from now on, all night long. You ain't have a chance to treat your daddy wrong. You've been stepping, so they say. Between midnight and day, I'm gonna sleep 1 hour from now on. There's a honky-tonk down the road, just about a mile or so. I understand that's where you spend your time. Well, I have news for you, your little game is through. And from now on, I'm gonna draw the line. From now on, all night long, you ain't had a chance to treat your daddy wrong. You've been sick, so they say. Between midnight and day, I'm gonna sleep, but I hope from now on. between midnight and day. I'm gonna sleep when I open from now on. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep when I open from now on.
So we put out an EP about 2 years ago, a self-titled EP. As self-titled things go, it's called the Cody Sisters. But this is an original from that EP called Rhythm of Her Soul.
I dare not know her any other way. Her spirit untainted and restless to save the world. She never grew up, they say. It's the magic of the songs that she sang. She refused to listen to the world, 'cause their piggies were too high in the sky. The rhythm of her soul made everyone who listened feel the need to dance along. Sunshine is hidden in the clouds on a rainy day. She still believes in love. She still believes in me. The rhythm of her soul made everyone who listened feel the need to dance along. Spirit with a mind of her own would not listen to anybody who told her she was wrong. Told her she was wrong. So we always thought, as we were growing up, we always thought that once you were in a band and you were on tour, it meant that you had this really cool, fancy tour bus. But we've since learned that that's not really how it works for most people. But we just finally got our official tour minivan. And it's really awesome. I feel like we've made it big time with this minivan. I've come to learn that I feel like I would consider it a success because every time we're driving to a show, it looks like we're driving to a soccer game. And I kind of like that. I feel like there's something kind of fun about that. But we're gonna play a song now that is about a car, not the minivan, but this one's about Maddie's first car that she got when she was 16.
His name was Rupert. It's a great car, named after the reality TV show character from Survivor, Rupert, if any of you know that. But yeah, he was a great car, great character from the show. But the catalytic converter got stolen from it, leaving it totaled and rendered dead. So this song is a song for Rupert, but it's called Archipelago.
This one's off of our new album that we released in February of this year, and we have them with us today. So if you like this one, you could hear it again in CD form. I get more attached to objects than the people. Something in my psyche won't let me see it any other way. Watching the time move with you, the bumper held up by duct tape. You're the kind to tell me to run red lights when no one's watching. Drive the coast, the archipelago, scattered islands, fluttering islands. Flip the switch, someone starts talking. Driving through my hometown, feeling like I did as a kid. All the things we had to do just to say that we learned something. Rain falls through the sunroof, just like the way I always wished it did. You're the kind that tell me to run red lights when no one's watching. Drive the coast, the archipelago, scattered islands, fluttering islands. Flip the switch, someone starts talking. Side of the highway, reading a book found in the backseat, words painting a picture of something. I keep trying to keys in the ignition, holding on, you're letting go of your last breath. You're the kind to tell me to run red lights when no one's watching. Drive the coast, the archipelago, scattered islands, fluttering islands. Flip the switch, someone starts talking. So we're called the Cody Sisters, and I bet some of you are wondering who this guy standing in the middle is on the bass. This is Will Pavlonis. Give it up for Will. So the first bass player for the Cody Sisters was our dad, and if you can't tell, Will is not our dad. But we were so lucky to meet Will 5 years ago. We were both freshmen in college, and Will and our dorm rooms were a few doors down from each other. And we were both in school for music, so I knew he played bass. And so one of the first times I ever hung out with him, we were sitting on the floor of my dorm room singing folk songs together. And then I was like, all right, you should go get your bass, like we should jam for real. And then we started playing some of these Cody Sisters songs, and I was like, Will, you have to join the band. But I don't know how I'm gonna break the news to my dad. But he took the news well. He was happy for us that we found Will, and he is currently at home doing his day job. Actually, it's Saturday, I don't know what he's doing. But we think about our dad whenever we're playing, and our mom, and our family. But anyways, Will does pretty much all of the arranging for these songs that you're hearing tonight, and sometimes Will adds some extra pizzazz to the arrangements, and sometimes he takes songs that are popular and he makes them sound completely different than you've ever heard them before. And when this happens, we call it a song getting willified. So there's a new word for you. You can use it in your daily lives. We're gonna play you a willified Bob Dylan song now. Ask for compensation, there's a little he would ask. Take a woman like you to get through to the man in me. Storm clouds are raging all around my door. I think to myself, I might not take this anymore. Take a woman like your kind to find the man in me. But oh, what a wonderful feeling, just to know that you are near. Sets my heart a-reeling from my toes up to my ears. He doesn't want to turn into some machine. Take a woman like your kind to find the man in me. Oh, what a wonderful feeling, just to know that you are near. Sets my heart a-reeling from my toes up to my ears. Do you guys know who the Carter family are? Sometimes you'd be surprised how many people don't know. I guess we're at the right place for that question. I was a Girl Scout in first grade, and we had this homework assignment to research a celebrity, and I had just started playing guitar, and so naturally I had a bunch of friends that researched Taylor Swift and Katy Perry, and my current obsession was Mother Maybelle Carter. So I did my research project on her, and all of my friends were really confused, and they had never heard of her, but I taught them all about her. So, little first grade me. We're gonna do a Carter family song now, a willified Carter family song. So you might recognize this one.
Darling, how can I stay here without you? I have nothing to ease my poor heart. All this world would seem sad, love, without you. Tell me now that we'll never part. Oh, I'll pawn you this gold watch and chain, love, and I'll pawn you this old diamond ring, and I'll pawn you this heart in my bosom. Only say that you'll love me again. Take back all the gifts you were given, but this ring and a lock of your hair, and a card with your picture upon it. It's a face that is false but is fair. Oh, I'll pawn you this gold watch and chain, love, and I'll pawn you this old diamond ring, and I'll pawn you this heart in my bosom. Only say that you love me. Tell me, why do you not love me? Tell me, why is your smile not bright? Tell me, why have you grown so cold-hearted? Is there no kiss for me, love, tonight? Oh, I'll pawn you this gold watch and chain, love, and I'll pawn you this old diamond ring, and I'll pawn you this heart in my bosom. Only say that you love me again.
Sisters, and that is being codified, because I think most of us here who heard this set yesterday were completely codified and are big fans of them now, and we're glad that they got to come to be a part of this festival. Please make welcome again the Cody Sisters.
wind and she wears the breeze? Where's the wind and she wears the leaves of her long arms? Our Lady of the tall trees. Where's the wind and she wears the breeze? Where's the wind and she wears her leaves almost effortlessly? Our Lady of the tall trees. Our Lady of the tall trees. Supper served. Our Lady of the lot, Our Lady of this and that, and other things that we forgot. Our Lady of the tall trees, Our Lady of the knot, wraps herself in rice and greens and other fancy things she bought. Our Lady of the tall trees, Our Lady of the tall trees. Supper served. Our Lady of the tall trees. Where's the wind and she wears the breeze? Where's the wind and she wears her leaves all up on her arms? Our Lady of the tall trees. Where's the wind and she wears the breeze? Where's the wind and she wears her leaves almost effortlessly? Our Lady of the tall trees. Our Lady of the tall trees. Supper served.
We're so happy to be here for day 2 of, well, day 3 for all of you, but day 2 for us at Blue Waters. This is such a fun festival. We're happy to be here a whole other day. If any of you were in the guitar workshop this morning, you might remember we were talking a lot about being in tune and making sure you are before you play. And that applies to banjo as well. But it's a lot harder to make that true. So I'm gonna do a little tuning moment just to make sure it's all good for this night.
That was a song called Our Lady of the Tall Trees. It was a song by Cahalan Morrison and Eli West. And yeah, they're awesome. I like singing that song because Maddie used to be obsessed with trees, and in 6th grade she dressed up as a tree for Halloween. And she wore her Halloween costume to school, and it was awesome. She had a bird's nest on her head and everything. It was kind of crazy. We're gonna do an old Dirk Powell song now. This one is called Waterbound. The stars were shining bright. The storm come up and the trees go down. Tell you boys I was waterbound. To my door, carry my home to the fields below. I'm waterbound, nowhere to go. Carve my It's ongoing and I won't be back. If you don't believe me, count my tracks. The river's long and the river's wide. We'll meet you boys on the other side. So say my name and don't forget. The water still ain't got me yet. Ain't nothing but I'm bound alone. I'm waterbound and I can't get home. So if you missed our set yesterday, we thought we'd catch you up a little bit. We played some songs, then we all stood up and we made everyone stand on one leg for a whole song. And I hope that you're not too sore today. We are a little bit. And then after that, we played this next one. This is a song called Stone to Sand. Love to go where fire pours out of the hillside, straight from the core. With a loud silence, my heart it did proclaim right from the start. The sky she's a madness, but the river she rolls free, turning stone to sand and winds to wave. It's as it has to be. The sky she rolls on endless, but the river flows confined, bringing current to the world and stillness to the mind. My lady hides in the thick air. Search this world out and over to find what she might have in store. The sky she's a menace, but the river she rolls free, turning stone to sand and wind to wave. It's as it has to be. The sky she rolls on endless, but the river flows confined, bringing current to the world and stillness to the mind. Bringing current to the world and stillness to the mind.
across her watery breast, just as the sea swallows the stars and memory fades to what was ours. The sky she's a menace, but the river she rolls free, turning stone, sand, and wind to waves as it has to be. The sky she rolls on endless, but the river flows confined, bringing current to the world and stillness to the mind. Bringing current to the world and stillness to the mind. So we thought we would do an original song now. This is called How I Miss the Sun, and it is on an EP, a self-titled EP we released about 2 years ago now. Whenever we play this song, it reminds me of the first time I got my driver's license. So in Colorado, Maddie and I grew up there, and we drove around a lot growing up, so we would always be looking at the signs on the highway, and there was this one sign that we would always pass, and it was leading to this mysterious town called Lyman, Colorado. And now, I don't know if you guys get those signs here, but Maddie and I thought this must be the most magical place on earth. If every sign is pointing to Lyman, Colorado, it must be amazing. So, when I very first got my driver's license, the first place I drove us to was Lyman. And so, Lyman was a couple hours from our house. It took a decent amount of time to get there, and we were so excited. And then we pulled into the town, and we were like, oh. Turns out, Lyman is a place that has a few gas stations and a few hotels, and that is about it. So, not as cool as we thought, but we took a picture in front of the sign, and then we were driving home, and we didn't have phone chargers, and our phones were dying. I was 16 and Maddie was 14, and we didn't have any money with us, and the car was running out of gas. We were like, are we going to be stuck in Lyman forever? But we barely made it back. We drove back on empty. But anyways, this next song has a line in it that says, planning for hours to go nowhere. And so it always reminds me of the time that we drove to Lyman. Anyways, this one is called How I Miss the Sun. For attention, books on my shelf are half read. People say a cruel joke at your expense. Words flying in the air, some you'll catch. Oh, how I miss the sun. So many things left undone. Strangers turn into friends. Drive down a mountain road in a van. The mason jar on my desk, from all the warm mornings and cold coffee. Feels stiff in my chest. About when I dreamt, too scared to say what again. But I think you knew my intent. And strong moving on used to be so hard. Had to wait for the world as a little girl.
If only she could see me now. Gasping for air, planning for hours to go nowhere. The triumphant ending when the skies finally clear. The shape of the world, Denver dear. Oh, I am good right here. The sun will be back next year. Strong, but they used to be so. And the weight of the world as a little girl. If only she could see me. Headstrong, moving on. Used to be so hard. And the weight of the world as a little girl. If only she could see me now.
We're going to do another original for you now. This one is the title track of our record that came out in February. It's called All the Quiet People. And this song started out as an assignment for an English class for me. I had to write a found poem, and I turned it in as a song. And she was like, "What? What is this?" My professor. But she ended up really liking it and giving me an A. So, not many songs I don't think are graded. But this one is an A-graded song according to one English teacher in Denver.
So our parents, we talked a little bit about this yesterday. Our parents used to travel with us, and our dad was our bass player. And now they aren't as involved anymore because we know how to drive and do things. So now what they do is they know all of the words to all of our songs, and they sing them to us. And we told them that they should start the first ever Cody Sisters cover band. But this song is one of their specialties. They even made up a dance to this. So if you ever meet them, I don't know when you would, but if you ever do, you could ask them to do it for you.
All quiet people have got a lot to say. There always seems to be a light bulb that needs changing. Spare the boring stuff, tell me truth and love and obscure things, or I'll just smile and wave and walk away. Once knew a woman who was fluent in answers. She never felt her own pain, just that of others. But whose story was she living? To eat flowers and not be afraid. Told me to celebrate everything. Crying geese told me I was everything. What's the point of lying if I find out anyway?
vital truth kind of genius. I'm sitting here waiting for the right occasion. Never been good at timing, professional procrastination. Lights a cigarette and feels sophisticated. Crying geese told me I was everything. What's the point of lying if I find out anyway? Crying geese up and fly away. I'll see you in the morning. If you're interested in hearing that one again, we have the CD with us. And we talked about our merch yesterday, and a lot of you came up and said hi, and that was super fun. But your last chance to get any of the stuff or the CDs would be right after this set. We'll head over there and say hi again, and then we have to pack it up. So if you're interested in any of that, feel free to come on over after the set. Also, we forgot to mention yesterday on stage that we have posters with us, and we're just selling them for donations. So if you want one, it's donate whatever you want, and you can take one home. Strangest thoughts the other day. We were moving down the same street, we were going the same way. I saw you slip and fall, but I didn't lend a hand. Couldn't keep them old time numbers from running through my head. Oh honey, when you come back down, you better say a prayer, better kiss the ground. I'm a rag doll looking through your window shade. Oh honey, when you come back down, you better say a prayer, better kiss the ground. Yeah, Jenny, I'm leaving on the first train smoking. The wobbles, the wonders, and the wild. Sing my song out loud, and I make up every word. Couldn't keep them old time numbers from running through my head. No, honey, when you come back down, you better say a prayer, better kiss the ground. I'm a rag doll looking through your window shade. No, honey, when you come back down, you better say a prayer, better kiss the ground. Yeah, Jenny, I'm leaving on the first train smoking. gone the same way. I saw you slip and fall, but I didn't lend a hand. Couldn't keep them old time numbers from running through my head. Oh honey, when you come back down, you better say a prayer, better kiss the ground. I'm a rag doll looking through your window shade. Oh honey, when you come back down, you better say a prayer, better kiss the ground. Yeah Jenny, I'm leaving on the first train smoking. Yeah Jenny, I'm leaving on the first train smoking.
So yesterday we got a suggestion to give Will some more bass solos, and we were actually just saving them all for today. Give another hand for Will Pavlonis on the bass solo. Well, we're going to do a song you might recognize now, and if you'd like to, you can sing along if you know the words. We're not going to tell you what it is, it's going to be a nice surprise. Or if you don't like the song, it won't be a very good surprise, but you can pretend. Just for these 3 minutes.
Pajama rolled out of bed, she ran to the police station. When the papa found out, he began to shout. He started the investigation. Was against the law, was against the law. What your mama saw was against the law. Well, your mama looked down and spit on the ground every time my name gets mentioned. And the papa said, oh, if I get that boy, I'm gonna stick him in the house of detention. I'm on my way, I don't know where I'm going, I'm on my way. Taking the time that I don't know where to go. See the queen of Corona. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. They're gonna take me away, but the press at the story leak. When the radical priest comes to get me released, we was all on the cover of Newsweek. I'm on my way, I don't know where I'm going, I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't know where to go. See the queen of Corona. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. I don't know where I'm going, I'm on my way. Take my time that I don't know where. Goodbye, see the queen of Corona. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Thank you so much for being here. It looks like we have time for just one more song, but I wanted to say a huge thank you for coming out and listening to our set, either today, just today, or yesterday, and the workshops too. We had such a blast being here, and thanks so much to Blue Waters for having us. Hopefully we'll be back soon. We love Washington. Love being out here.